Hello, welcome to the Hot Dog and a Handshake Pro Wrestling Podcast Classic Review Series. My name is Shane Price. I am joined by Jayden Ginsweiler here for Royal Rumble 2006.
Yeah, this is the WWE Royal Rumble 2006 from January 29th, 2006, in front of 16,178 people in American Airlines Arena in Miami, Florida. Jerry Lawler, Michael Cole, Joey Styles, and Taz on the call for the night. And this show runs about 2 hours and 44 minutes. Now on Netflix. This was kind of weird. It was the first time I opened Netflix to watch a WWE show that wasn't Raw.
It felt weird. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't really like
Peacock
it
first.
Yeah,
Peacock
so
first, and I
did
was like,
I.
oh shit, wait, wait, it's not.
I don't
Peacock.
really like this on Netflix. It doesn't feel like it should be on Netflix. It doesn't feel like. I mean, the Royal Rumble match felt like I was watching it. That's cinema, but like.
Yeah.
I mean, actually, you know what? So is the opener.
The only thing I didn't like about the Netflix experience is that they have the Rumbles in there backwards.
Yeah.
So after you finish 06, it starts 05 instead of starting 07, which I think would be annoying, especially if you're going back and trying to watch like Raws and SmackDowns. But why are we reviewing this show? Well,
because
it's
the Raws
20th
and
anniversary.
The Raws and SmackDowns are in the right order.
Oh, they're in the right order for seasons?
Yeah.
Okay, so it's just pay-per-views that are weird? Okay.
Yeah.
So why are we watching this show? It is, of course, the 20th anniversary, and I am a huge Rey Mysterio mark. So, of course, this is we'll get to it later, but this is one of his greatest moments of his career. And I guess, Shane, we can start right in with the first match.
The Cruiserweight title invitational 6-way Texas Tornado match. Now, I want to ask, who did the inviting? Because looking at this lineup of guys, it feels like we did.
Excuse me.
This feels like a HCH podcast match here because the contestants are. I'm gonna say contestants for this one. It's one of those matches. Gregory Helms, Jamie Noble, Funaki, Kid Cash the champion, Nunzio, Little Guido, and Paul London.
Yeah, I definitely invited Paul London.
I got Little Guido.
Yeah. Yep.
What a lineup for 2006.
Yeah, it's awesome, dude. It's awesome. This is a pretty fun opener. I liked it. I thought it was a fun way to kick off the show. Nothing incredibly special.
I mean, the Cruiserweights are the best way to put on the show ever. This was like X Division light.
I think that's a good way of putting it. Yeah,
dude. I feel like Paul London in the X Division.
Oh my god, I've thought about it many nights. Spent many of my nights thinking about what if Paul London was in the X Division. Yeah, I think that's a good point. I think like half these guys probably did compete in the X Division at some point. I don't know, it was pretty fun. I gave it 3 stars.
Yeah, I gave it 3 as well. I feel like a who's who of our boys, as you put it.
Yep. Would have liked a little bit more time.
Of course.
Like maybe an elimination format too would have built up some drama to it.
Maybe more Funaki.
Definitely more Funaki. That's a criticism I have of most matches. Not enough Funaki.
Kenny Omega versus Okada too. Could have used more men's Teo.
Yeah.
Speaking of matches that could have used more Funaki, this next match could have just been Funaki by himself, and it probably would have been better. Special referee match: Trish Stratus, the referee.
Of course.
Mickie James versus Ashley for something, not a title.
No, I think it was kind of a grudge match situation. It was mostly to push forward the Mickie James Trish Stratus storyline,
right?
Which hasn't aged the best, but I'm on the record many times saying that this is one of the best women's stories they told pre-Revolution. This is like one of the rare times they actually gave the women time to tell a story and like actually tried, which I think is awesome. So I gave this 3.25. That might just be inflated on how much better than expectations it was, but it is always awesome when you go back to one of these and they surprisingly give the women time to tell a story and like actually have a pretty good match. So I was pretty high on this one. I was excited about what I saw.
You gave it.
Unfortunately, I know. Yeah, I really like this match. I like that. I like that it told a story. It's just like I
That's
said. It's versus expectations here. You know what I mean?
right.
Like that last match was 3 stars for what that match could be. This is a 3.25 for what this match could be. The ceiling of this is lower, but it performed pretty well. Yeah, like I said, I was just excited that it was actually something because usually we get on these, we talk about the women's matches for longer than they take
Right.
in this era. At least this like was something. I don't know. That's my piece on it.
Unfortunately, I disagree. I didn't like it. I know. Unfortunately, navigating the Ashley Massaro thing is very hard to do.
That is tough. Also,
Um,
that is tough.
because
Also,
you wanna be respectful about her because everything she went through, but she's not very good.
mm-hmm.
And
That's
it
fair.
sucks. I feel like I don't want to be like disrespectful by saying she's a terrible wrestler. She's not very good in the ring, especially this early in her career. This is what 4 months into
Mm-hmm.
it. So
Like I
a
said, it
diva,
wasn't. Yeah, it wasn't Osprey Danielson, but it was like it
no,
was something. It wasn't a usual 2006 Divas match. You know what I mean?
right?
There's actually something here.
No, no matter what I give it, I will be giving it much higher than both Cage Match and Meltzer.
Probably, yeah.
I gave it a 1 3/4,
What did Meltzer give it?
-1.5.
Oh, okay, that's a dud and without the women tax.
No,
That's
the
a
women
zero.
tax lowers it.
Yeah, that brings it back to a zero. Just
Well,
like a straight dud.
a dud isn't. I don't think is a dud a zero. I think it might be a zero.
I
I
thought a
have to look
dud
it
was a
up.
zero.
I have to look it up. And Cage Match gave it a 1.73.
That's yeah. Like I said, it's not technically great. It's just it was exciting to see them actually get to do something, and so that's why I rated it so high.
No, I agree. I do like it tells a story. I think the problem is that the story it's telling does not involve a third of the people in the match.
Yeah, yeah,
I would have liked to have seen a little more Ashley in terms of storyline, but the fact that we even
Mhm.
got Trish and Mickey story building match in
Yeah.
2006 of pay per view is
The
pretty
fact
good.
that there even is a story, it's obviously a very flawed story, but the fact that it even exists is a big win
Yes.
for 2006 WWE. Yeah, it had more
Speaking,
story than the next match.
this next match actually involves men, but it will be our biannual or bi-weekly WWE mid 2000s when we talk about the match for longer than it takes to talk
Yeah,
and the match actually happens. And this time, I'm going to start this new segment where I
eat worms.
I start a stopwatch, and I'm going to see if we go longer than the actual match.
Okay.
So this is Boogeyman versus John Bradshaw Layfield and Jillian Hall.
Mm-hmm.
Um, a minute 45.
Wow.
The Boogeyman
Um.
really was coming to get him, wasn't he?
Yeah, this is the storyline where he ate the thing off Jillian's face, right?
Yep.
The weird growth. Yeah. My notes just short match, nothing special, just kind of weird and gross.
I mean,
That was
yes.
kind of the whole thing. Like I gave it a 2. Like it wasn't. I guess it was sort of entertaining, so it's not like below a 2, but it wasn't like interesting.
And I will say, for
I don't
being
know.
a character guy,
Mm-hmm.
I did really like the Boogeyman's finisher. The pump handle
Yeah,
power bomb. That's nice.
yeah,
That's a good move.
that is way better than the Boogeyman has any right to have as a finisher. Um, Boogeyman, notably one of the favorites of Timothy Chalamet, we recently found out. Um, from the
That's
Cody
not
Rhodes podcast.
surprising. That's not this the
But
Timothy Chalamet knows who the fucking Ohio Bobcats quarterback is. Of course, he liked the Boogeyman.
yeah, he knows ball. He knows ball. He's a certain kind of autist.
So you gave it two. I gave it two as well. And
Mm-hmm.
with that,
Well, I do have one more note actually.
oh, go ahead.
I just usually when something is at least interesting, it does pique pique the rating a bit. I just don't go for the gross out stuff. You know what I mean? Like
It's
I've
fair.
never liked the worms and it just
The
or like
growth
that time
thing,
that they like projected during the Orton and Bray match like bugs on the mat or whatever.
that was
I didn't do that.
stupid. You remember
I
the
hated
zombie thing with Seth and in that Seth match? That
yeah.
Extreme Rules thing?
During what was that? That was during the pandemic. It was in the Thunderdome.
Yeah,
Yeah. Remember the zombie on ECW?
of course. He got his shit kicked in by Sandman. Of
Yeah.
course I do.
Okay, there we can call it. I think that's it for the JBL Bogeyman talk.
We talked about that match for 2 minutes 27 seconds.
So
The
about
actual
30
match
seconds
was
longer.
minute 45. Yeah.
Nice.
Do you want to this is a weird one where the two championship matches are before the Rumble. Do you want to go in match order? Or do you want to go in like titles and Rumble match?
We can keep it in match order. Just go
All right,
Rumble next.
so let's go with the
Probably
Rumble.
easiest to follow.
This
Yep.
is the 2006 Royal Rumble, of course. Winner goes on to WrestleMania 22 in fantastic Chicago, Illinois. Oh, what a place!
Was it
But
actually in Chicago or was it in one of
no, of
the
course
some
not. It was in
specific suburb?
Rosemont. It was
It was
in
Rosemont. Okay.
Rosemont. For some reason, this was that time period where WWE was doing the homage to 1, 2, and 3
Oh, okay.
with 21, 22, 23, where 21 was in
Oh.
MSG. You didn't
20
know
was
this?
in New York. I knew that like it was 20 was in MSG
20 is
and
in
then
MSG,
21 was in LA
LA,
and then 22
Chicago,
was Chicago.
Detroit.
I've never put together that that's how
I read that from somewhere. I don't remember where. Because
the first ones went.
WrestleMania
Wait,
20 was.
wasn't WrestleMania 2 the one from 3 locations?
Yes, that's why I went to LA and Chicago.
Oh, okay. Okay.
So 20 was It All Begins Again.
Yep.
And
From New York.
that's why it was 20, 21,
Called
22,
it
23.
That's why it was called It All Begins Again. I've
Yeah.
never picked up on that. Okay. I've known where the cities were for the first few and then everything from like X7 on, I can tell you what city it was in. I just never put together that they like redid the same order like that. That's crazy.
I really wish I really wish it was like a tradition where every like 20 years,
Yeah,
but
like 40,
obviously not.
41.
Obviously not. This
Let's
year
see.
the Vegas went with it.
Because see, 40 was no 39 was in LA, so they
39 was
almost did
LA.
their
They
20
almost did
years.
it. 40 was
Their 20
Philly.
years for LA. Yeah,
Then then
Vegas,
this
Vegas,
year Vegas, Saudi,
Saudi. Yeah, of
Indy,
course.
Indianapolis, KC, and then probably Chicago, right? Yeah.
And New Orleans never. New Orleans is never going to get their
New
mania
Orleans.
again. All right, back to the Rumble match. This is one of the great starting segments of a Rumble match with Rey and Triple H. One of the
Yeah.
best. Who, fun fact, I looked this up, never wrestled each other one-on-one. Not even on a house show, untelevised. They never wrestled each other one-on-one. Part of that is a lot of the time Rey was on SmackDown and Triple H was on Raw.
That's fair.
So there wasn't a lot of time to interact. But yeah, it's crazy. It just never happened even once in their whole. Because I mean, the 2002 to whenever Triple H wasn't like active weekly anymore. Probably like 2010, 2011, somewhere in there. It just never happened. And then the least interesting man possible is Inner's third.
which is crazy because
It's Hollywood Nova, isn't it?
yes, if we went back like 6 years, we would have been all over this.
Yeah. But instead he comes out on a Segway like a fucking dweeb, dude.
They got rid of all of his aura.
They really did. They really
Hollywood
did.
Nova, Chris Chetty, um, is Simon Diamond also Chris Nova?
Yes. Maybe? I don't know. Steven Richards, they did it to him too. They kept
No,
the name
Simon
Steven
Diamond is
Richards.
just his own thing. They never even picked him up. That's crazy.
Yeah. I know they took all the aura away from Stevie Richards. They did it to plenty of people.
Almost
But
all the
speaking of
ECW
like
guys.
Nova being in this Rumble, I've said many times before that I think now, like today in 2026, WWE has enough of a talent pool for a 40-man Rumble. They won't do it because they don't have enough talent for a 40-woman Rumble, so it just won't happen. But they definitely have the talent base right now for 40 men. They did not even have a deep enough roster for 30 and 06. This should have been like reasonably a 20-man Rumble. There's no way that like a third of these guys should have been in there.
This top five, I'm going to counterpoint. Yes, they did. This top five should have been exciting because all five of the guys could work.
Mm-hmm.
However, 3 and 4 were considered comedy acts because their Weasel doesn't like fun.
Yeah, well, part of it is that there are guys in here who can work who WWE didn't give the opportunity to work.
Actually, 9 out of 10, the first 10 can work, but 2 out of 10 were given the opportunity. One is a commentator, and then
Yeah. So
number
I don't know.
4,
I did kind of my thought. Yeah. Who's number 4?
Psychosis.
Yeah,
Talking
but it's
about
next cool Psychosis. It's not 98 Psychosis. It's not nice Psychosis when he's kicking ass, dude. It's
no, it is still Psychosis when he's kicking ass.
no, because not
But they
because
won't
he
let him.
can't
They don't
kick
let
ass.
him work.
They don't allow him to kick ass. It's Psychosis with the limiter on.
If this
They
was
won't let him go over 40, dude.
Nietzsche or Millenario,
If
different
this was us,
story.
if this was us booking the show, it would have been much better. It would have been a much better Rumble.
Yes,
We would
yes.
have let Nova and Psychosis cook.
This would have been like 20 minutes of just Ray and Psychosis.
Oh yeah, dude. Oh fuck yeah, dude. Um. So yeah, I don't know. Do you want to go through person by person and just kind of say what we think, and then we can get
Yeah,
to the ending?
I have it up.
Okay.
Number 5. Number 5. Ric Flair. Number Flair, also one of the guys doesn't really last long. He he is the top 3 eliminations at the beginning are Simon Dean, Psychosis, and Ric Flair. Also, Jayden's gone, so I'm just going to keep on going. Big Show. Big Show is number 6. He actually is the first guy to last longer than his spot. So he's the first guy who can see another guy, which then brings us to number 7. And I'm hoping that Jayden can get back on in a second because the next guy in is Junction City's own. It's Junction City's own Jonathan Coachman. Jayden, you're back. What are your thoughts on that?
Well, quick, is it like on your side? Is it still one continuous recording?
Yep.
Okay, because my side restarted the timer, but hopefully,
Oh, we may have
hopefully
lost
we can
your
figure
part.
it
You
out.
may have lost your part. I think we lost your part.
That is definitely possible. I don't know how to check that.
Do you want to keep going, or do you want to restart, or just move on? Move on to 2016.
Um, let's just keep going, and if it doesn't work, I guess we can figure it out. Yeah, Opera GX just like crashed on me. Just
Maybe that's an
every
omen.
window I had open all went down at the same time.
That's an omen. Maybe I should get off of Opera GX for this recording. All right, we're still gonna go. So, do you want me to go back
Yeah.
to Big Show, or do you want me to go from Coachman?
We can
I will give you that Big Show
give me a
is
quick give me a quick
recap.
recap
So Flair comes
of who
in.
I missed.
Flair comes in. He's eliminated by Triple H like, right away. Uh, Big
Mhm.
Show comes in. He's the first guy to make it past his spot. Uh, Simon Dees to go just both Flair all gone. Then comes number 7,
Okay,
Junction City's
that's
own
done.
Jonathan Coachman.
Okay.
You ever been to
Uh,
Junction City? We'll start with this. You ever been to Junction?
I don't think I haven't gone out west a lot, so maybe once or twice.
So he was born in McPherson, but he's
Okay, I know McPherson. Um, yeah,
I guess he's not from Junction City. I remember him being from Junction City.
that
No, that's
might be
Bobby
where they.
Lashley. That's Bobby Lashley.
Bobby Lashley's from Coachman City. Okay,
He's from
Coachman's from
McPherson.
McPherson.
He went to McPherson
McPherson, I
College.
know of. Um, yeah, McPherson. Chanut's played McPherson and some stuff before, so I know them.
Dude, you played the coach's basketball team.
Yeah, I guess so.
Those 2 state
Uh,
titles in the 90s were Jonathan Coachman.
nice. Um, yeah, we can move on from Coachman. He lasted 30 seconds. We probably talked about him longer than he lasted in this Rumble.
He's still in
And then
Madden.
it's yeah, and then it is a Junction City, Kansas. Bobby Lashley is next. Kansas guys back to back.
Bobby Lashley, who is from Junction, born in Junction.
Mm,
Um,
yeah,
the fact that a man that large can be from Junction City, Kansas, is very surprising to me.
that grass fed beef out there, man.
I didn't even think about that. Also, that Bobby Lashley's middle name is Roberto, and that's where he gets it from.
That's
That's
awesome.
awesome. Bobby lasts pretty long, and he doesn't last that long, but he lasts a good enough time.
Yeah, good few minutes.
Number 8, number 9 is Kane.
Yep, little team up with the Big Show kind of
They were,
action.
I know in
They were
SGR
tag champs at the
07,
time.
they were tag champs. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Number 10 is
Sylvain Grenier,
Sylvain Grenier, just billed as Sylvain by WWE.
another guy that could have easily not been in this match. I don't know why he needed to be here. Bobby Lashley eliminated him in 18 seconds. Next 2 guys lasted a good long time, though.
Yeah, Carlito and Benoit, the next 2 guys in. At some point, Big Show and Kane get tossed together at the same time.
Yeah. By Triple H.
Yep.
Um, yeah, Carlito, Benoit both have a good little run in there. Booker T doesn't get barely any time at all before Benoit gets him.
Then comes
Um,
in Joey Mercury, followed by the legend return of this Rumble.
yeah. if you
Tatanka.
can call him that.
Hey, he had a streak.
Did he?
He did.
Yeah, very underwhelming legend return. They've gotten much better at these as time has gone on. Who would be like the Tatanka of today to come back?
Actually, you
Like
know
a guy
what?
from
You know what's
a
funny?
guy from this era that would be so random to see come back.
You know what's funny? I just remembered this isn't a return. He was full time.
I thought this return kicked off his little full time run.
No, he was full time. He was working house shows before this.
Oh, okay. I always remembered it for some reason as this like Rumble spot started his little run, like when Carlito came back from leave.
this was his first TV appearance, but he was working the house show before this.
To get warmed up. That's crazy.
Get warmed up
I
for
feel like
fucking Joey
this would
Mercury and Johnny
be
Nitro.
this kind of would be like if Eugene came back in a Rumble. It's that level of like, really him? This is our big return this time.
I would say it's more like Sylvain Grenier coming back or
Yeah,
Rene Dupree.
no, because like at least Eugene and Tatanka were kind of over in their day for what they were.
That's
Like
fair.
in the '90s, Tatanka, I think he got like an LJN. Like I think he was pretty over.
And
And
his gimmick's not
Eugene gets a
fully racist
weirdly
too.
big. Yeah, yeah, both have problematic gimmicks. I mean, I'm skipping a couple people here, but Eugene gets a pretty big pop when he returns in this Rumble. Because we get Nitro, and then we get the Master of the Code Red, Trevor Murdoch. And then it's Eugene.
And then fucking Eugene, yeah.
And then it's fucking Road Warrior Animal. What is this Rumble? What is this Rumble?
The Rumble they built around Triple H and Rey Mysterio. I swear, they did not have a plan for 3 through 29.
They really didn't. They
And
really did
they
not.
just put names in a hat and then drew the name. And fucking Tatanka's name fell in there.
Okay, I just counted. Being generous, 20 of these guys deserve to be in a Rumble. And that's including like Nitro and Mercury and Psychosis and Super Crazy, who were tag team guys. You could argue this should have been a 15-man Rumble with the people they put in front of us here. It's crazy.
Dude, at least at least they gave us a little bit of Psychosis Rey Mysterio in this match.
Yeah.
A little bit, not a lot, but
A little RVD and Ray team up action, which I liked. I was confused as to why the commentators were like calling that like a really random team up because RVD and Ray had been tag team champions before this together.
that was in the past. If you weren't if you're
Yeah.
WWE, the past is like didn't happen.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Unless it's Stone Cold Steve Austin and Triple H. Then it matters.
And The Rock. Don't forget The Rock. He's on the
And The
board.
Rock and Hogan. Yeah.
And not even Flair anymore.
RVD was fun in this. Orlando Jordan got a good, decent chunk there.
This is before
Chavo
he
lasted a
this is
minute.
before like he went crazy, so I'll take it.
Mm-hmm.
Matt Hardy, the
super crazy, like I mentioned.
the super crazy. Shawn Michaels is. I would say Shawn Michaels is where we got serious, but it wasn't.
I would say so, honestly. I mean, I would say
27 and 29.
27, 29 aren't great, but it's better than fucking Eugene Tatanka Sylvan, dude.
Is 27 that much better than those guys?
Road Warrior Animal. Yeah, dude. Okay, so 26 is Chris Masters, who was being pushed heavy at the time.
Right.
25, like we said, was Shawn Michaels. That kind of one of the storylines of this Rumble is Vince doesn't want Shawn to win the Rumble. And then it's the world's largest love machine, Viscera. At least he's interesting.
Yeah, but
You fucking sit here and tell me Sylvan's interesting? Fucking piece of white chicken, unseasoned chicken.
no, but I'll tell you that fucking animals are more interesting than this. I would
I
take
mean,
Psychosis over Viscera.
I would take Psychosis. Yeah, I counted Psychosis in my 20. I didn't count Viscera in my 20, but still, it's more interesting than 2006 Road Warrior Animal. He couldn't even move, dude.
That's what makes it fun. You gotta work
Um,
around him.
yeah, got to work around Viscera too. Shelton Benjamin was awesome. Good seeing him. Gold Dust as a return. That was a fun one. That's a more fun legend return than Tatanka.
Oh, and it saved him from whatever the hell he was doing in TNA before this. Oh my god.
How many people can
He
you say that about throughout history? Did
actually
something
no,
save them
he
from
he
whatever the
was
hell they were
he
doing in
was
TNA?
he was Dustin Rhodes this time in TNA, but
Okay,
he wasn't.
so he has two really bad gimmicks. One of them was in WCW and one of them was in TNA, right?
Yeah, yeah, but the WCW one is actually really funny.
The WCW one, is that like the one that was like stalking a kid?
Yeah, he was talking a kid.
His name was like
Um,
Seven or something? Or am I mixing him up?
his name was gonna be Seven, and then
Okay.
Turner's standards and practices realized that they can't do this because people are afraid that it's like a child abduction thing.
Yeah, that's what it looked like.
So they immediately pivoted and did a work shoot where Dustin Rhodes called it terrible.
Yeah.
And then he
And
was
then
the American Nightmare Dustin Rhodes.
yeah, of course. And in TNA, it looked kind of like Gold Dust, but it was silver and black,
Black Rain.
and he was fat because of alcoholism.
He was yeah, he was fat and it sucked.
Yeah,
It was
yeah,
really
Black Rain.
bad. And then he
Yeah,
lost all the weight and went back that way.
yeah. Um, back to Gold Dust, and then of course the Legend Killer Randy Orton, number 30. Um, let's see. This one obviously notable because Rey Mysterio breaks the longevity record by 40 seconds. That's how much longer he did than Benoit's 2004. If you don't count the greatest Royal Rumble with 50 participants, Gunther holds the record now for an hour 11 in 2023. That was the year that him and Cody basically had like a 15-minute match at the end of the Rumble, which was
I
fucking awesome.
wish they would do it again.
That was awesome. This is a pretty good Rumble. Just an incredible moment. Like you said, there is a lot of slop in the middle. But for the most part, like the stuff that they really tried to push and highlight worked really well. I think I give this 3 3/4.
I'll give it 3.5.
Okay, that's fair. Um, let's see, Edge Cena for the WWE title.
Well, what is there to talk about other than this being fairly solid?
Fucking custom entrance ramp. That's crazy. Haven't
That's
seen that
right.
before or since.
That's right. I
Cena
forgot.
got his own entrance ramp
I forgot that. I
with
forgot
like
that.
confetti cannons and shit.
I forgot that this is when Vince McMahon just said, "Fuck it, we're gonna give John Cena whatever the hell he wants for this," and Cena was
Yeah,
like, "Oh, can I come out of there?" And they're like,
yeah,
"Yeah, sure, why not?"
yeah. Yeah, no, like you said, this was just a really good match. Two great rivals, obviously. Very exciting last like 5 or so minutes. I thought that was a really great kind of ending segment there. That's really good. I give this 4 stars. I think this was match of the night.
This is not like I'm not trying to say Kyle Fletcher's better than these guys. I just forgot I was wearing a wrestling
Yeah,
shirt.
yeah,
um, yeah, I agree.
yep.
Yeah. So what'd you give this?
4.
I understand that. I do. I didn't give it 4. I gave it 3 and a half, but
Mm-hmm.
I could see where it was before.
Mm-hmm.
The next
And
match.
of course, the main event. This was only the main event because they wanted the last shot of the show to be the Undertaker.
Yes.
Because Undertaker shows up after this match. It was solid. There was a little too much shenanigans. I think Kurt got as much out of Mark Henry as you can, really. Not saying Mark's not good. He's just very limited in movement and what he can do. And Kurt really got a good bit out of him. I gave it 3.25. That was a fine match. Probably should
I
have gone
gave
on
it.
before the Cena Edge, and both should have been before the Rumble. But
Yes.
Undertaker is Vince's baby boy, so of course that's
I
going to go on
gave.
last.
I gave it. I gave it 2.5.
Okay.
Three if you wanted to include Mark Henry's theme song. Because it's a regular theme song, I kind of can't give it that.
Yeah.
Uh,
Categories?
Best moment?
It's Ray winning the Rumble.
Yeah, right, for sure,
We
100%.
we kind of skipped over it because I want to talk about it more when we get to Apex Mountain, but it's just an incredible moment, and it's absolutely. It might be the best moment of 2006, honestly, but it's definitely like the best moment of this show. MVP, I think, also has to go to Ray. Hour 2 in the Rumble, great all the way through. Was in it, was involved. Really a
It's
showcase for
Ray.
him.
It's definitely Ray or Triple H.
Mm-hmm. Heat check, best performance in a short amount of screen time.
Now, call me crazy, but Simon Dean was only in the Rumble for like 45 seconds, right?
I will call you crazy on that. Shane O'Mac coming in, popping in, eliminating Shawn Michaels, doing a little dance, getting a big pop. That's a good little
Yeah,
heat check.
yeah.
Um,
I think the Boogeyman did his job and it hit a cool move.
there you
So
go.
I'm gonna say real pick the Boogeyman. Um, Style points uh to the Boogeyman for not to Simon Dean for for a spot that we're still talking about in 2026.
Mm-hmm. Let's see. Gear of the night. Best gear on the show. I don't know if anybody super stands out. Ray's always looking good. Um,
This is kind of dumb, but I did always kind of like the Mexico gear that Psychosis Super Crazy and Juventud
yeah.
had.
I was gonna say I've always loved black singlet Kurt.
Yeah, that's true.
That always stands
That's a
out
good
to me.
one.
Black singlet Kurt's always good. Okay, Apex Mountain. So we got to talk about it. He's a 3-time world champion, several cruiserweight titles, but is winning the Rumble. Ray's Apex Mountain, doing it for Eddie. I've watched SmackDowns from this era. They were obviously setting up Eddie to win the Rumble and face Batista at Mania. That's why Batista was such a big part of his retirement show, is because Batista was the world champ and was actively involved with Eddie week to week. And then, of course, Eddie unfortunately passes away. Batista gets hurt. We find ourselves at Ray, Kurt, Orton for that Mania. So is winning the Rumble his Apex Mountain?
It's the biggest moment, but it's not his best moment, I guess.
Okay. I mean, but is it his best moment? Because like the world title reigns aren't remembered as fondly as the Royal Rumble win. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like it. I think the peak of his powers, the highest of his highs, is probably winning this Rumble. It was throwing Orton over that rope and ending the match, and then being there on his knees celebrating with Eddie.
I think it is this. I think his apex is early 2006.
Okay.
But I think the biggest moment is him winning a title at Mania.
Okay, that's fair. I think I would argue the Rumble. But just kind of as a thought experiment, how many people can you say their apex was winning the Rumble? Like, I think Hacksaw and Big
Alberto
John
Del
Studd.
Rio, Axel,
Alberto
Big
Del
John.
Rio.
Not even Big John Studd. I don't think he
Don't
lost
think
his
so?
Apex Mountain.
Okay. So, Duggan, Del
Duggan,
Rio,
Del Rio,
Jay Uso.
Jey Uso, Vince and
Trying to think back
Kennedy
through.
McMahon.
Vince McMahon's apex is winning the Rumble.
No,
No,
I think
it's the ECW title and the do-rag. That's obviously his.
I'm gonna leave this podcast right now. How I leave? No, I think, in my opinion, the
Vince's
Austin Vince match was his apex for Vince, but that's
probably
not
that
here nor there.
or in a grander, just creating WrestleMania and betting on himself
That's
for the
that.
first WrestleMania.
Yeah, I
But
guess in
in the
terms of
ring,
in the ring,
it's him and Austin.
yeah.
Um, trying to think back on Rumble winners. Sheamus,
No,
or is it? It's 18 seconds with Daniel Bryan, right?
yeah. Unfortunately, WWE Shinsuke.
In WWE Shinsuke, yeah. But if whole career, it's in New Japan, so that doesn't even really matter. Setback.
Yokozuna for sure.
Yokozuna, you think so? It's not the title reign at all. Okay.
Because you don't think about
Um,
you think about being slammed by Lex Luger
sure.
and throwing
Winning the Rumble.
Macho Man out of the ring.
I do. I mean, I think about him wrestling Luger and Brett in the same night. That next year, I think that's towards the top.
I think about him losing to Hogan.
Yeah, that's his reverse Apex Mountain. Yeah, I'm trying to think of other Luger. I don't think so. It's probably in WCW. What about no Sean? It's the boyhood dream coming true. It's not Austin. It's not Rock. Not Triple H. Not Lesnar. Benoit, or it's the moment with Eddie? Probably right at WrestleMania 20.
Oh,
Benoit. It's him winning the world title and celebrating with Eddie.
yeah, yeah. To me, the apex of Benoit is just winning. Is just the Eddie celebration, not even the title win. The title win doesn't have to happen. If he celebrates Eddie, that's it.
Yeah. Let's see. Okay. So we talked about. What about Batista? 05? No.
No,
Cena 08, the comeback.
no.
No. I mean, it's arguably Cena's. It's towards the top of his list, but I don't think so either.
Cena's
Let's see,
Apex Mountain is like his first title win to like 2012.
Yeah, pretty much. So it's in there. 08 is among his Apex Mountains. Trying to think here. I think a lot of people like Bianca, like the Rumble win was great, but actually winning the title hits the apex. You know what I mean? Same with Rhea. So yeah, I think it's probably just Duggan, Del Rio, and who else did we say? Who was the third one? We had three. Oh, Jey Uso,
Yeah.
and then arguably Yokozuna. So 4 at most, probably, and then arguably Rey. So 5 at most. Surprise of the show. What was the most surprising thing? The entrance ramp, the custom entrance ramp, fucking floored me. I was laughing so hard. That was insane. I've never seen anything like it. What was your surprise of the show?
Simon Dean.
Simon Dean.
Yeah, you know, I remember him being in a Rumble. And I remember it being stupid, but watching the whole Rumble, it's really stuck with me.
Yeah. It is funny that it's like I said, Ray and Triple H are having this classic opener that if it was just a one-on-one match that went on like 5-10 minutes longer would be a great match in both their catalogs, right? But then
Mhm.
it's the Royal Rumble, so it's interrupted by fucking Simon Dean. It's just of all people. Recasting. Where do you want to
Shout
go
out to
with this?
Supernova. Hope he's doing all right today.
Where do you want to go with recasting? Do you want to do like the final four of the Rumble, which I think was Ray?
I actually want to do the first five because I think it's more interesting.
The first five. Okay.
Yeah, because as I said, four out of the first five are workers, or
Mm-hmm.
actually they're all workers, but two out of the five weren't given the opportunity to WWE, so I think I want to include
Yeah.
something like that.
Okay. So, I mean, what would be crazy is if we just went through and did the whole Rumble.
One of these rumbles we're gonna have to do that.
All right, let's start. Let's start with Triple H then. Number one entrant. One of the top guys in the company, multi-time world champion. Um, has an in with the Office. I think this is Roman Reigns.
Yeah, for sure.
Rey Mysterio, ultimate underdog, sentimental favorite, smaller guy. Is this Sami Zayn?
Yes.
Or is Sammy
Yeah,
too high caliber already?
it's no, because Ray was already pretty big at this time. It's Sami Zayn.
True. Is it Sami Zayn?
To be specific, this is like 2022 Sami Zayn.
Probably.
This is
Probably.
elimination.
I
This
think
is elimination chamber Sami Zayn.
if Sammy enters at 2 in this upcoming Rumble, then it'll be a similar kind of sentimental favorite with it being in Saudi Arabia.
That's true. That's true.
Um, Simon Dean, who you want to throw here? This is all you. You're the one on the Simon Dean train.
I love me some Sami Zayn Dean. So the next two can work. Actually, no, I'm gonna skip number three for a little bit because number four is so clearly Dragon Lee.
Yeah. Yes, it is. Yeah.
Number
So who's Simon
three.
Dean? Was better in a different company. Goes to WWE. Isn't given quite the shout he should be given. I mean, it sounds like a million people. Take your pick. Who's that? Who does that
Ricky
sound like to you?
Starks.
Ricky Starks. Okay, dude.
Ricky
Ricky Starks. Ricky
Starks.
Saints. Whatever. Him entering the Rumble on a Segway would be so fucking awesome, dude.
Dude, imagine him doing the fucking thing on the Segway.
All right. So
Uh,
Psychosis is Dragon Lee. Ric Flair, elder statesman
is
towards the end of his career.
this current Randy?
All time great. I think this is current Randy, and I like that because of the evolution connection. Do you want to keep going? We could go all 30. I could do this all day.
Let's just do it.
All right,
No,
Big Show. Who's Big Show right now?
big boy.
Mm-hmm.
There's not a lot of big boys on the roster anymore.
There's really not. It's not a. We're not in a good big boy era. Not in a. Not a lot of big meaty men slapping meat anymore.
Big Show could still kind of move, but he was at his biggest at this point in time. So it kind of reminds me of like Otis if he put on 7 inches in his shoes.
Yeah. I mean, we could
Like,
go Otis.
yeah, okay. Otis kind of works here.
Otis kind of works there. Jonathan Coachman.
Byron Saxton.
Yeah, but at least Saxton.
The commentator they like to hit the least serious.
That is
Oh
true.
no, Saxton
At least he
was
was
a
a wrestler.
wrestler. Yeah.
It's like Vic Joseph. Except for that would be way more hype than it being Coachman. You know what I mean?
Dude, if Joe
Hard pick.
Tessitore gets in the Rumble, I'm all over it.
Oh, fucking, that would be awesome. That would be so awesome. You know who it is? It's Rosenberg.
Yep.
It's Peter Rosenberg.
But
He's the
nobody
coach for the
watches.
Mark
Nobody watches Evolve.
Yeah.
And I do.
Yeah, except for you.
Not regularly, I should say.
Yeah. You just watch the Thatcher matches, right?
And the Cappuccino Jones matches.
And the Cappuccino Jones matches. Bobby Lashley. Big guy.
Big guy, but like muscle big, not like
muscle big. Is it Obafemi? I mean, that's who immediately comes to mind. I mean, you could say Powerhouse Hobbs now.
I would say Hobbs over Obafemi because I think Hobbs would fit this Bobby Lashley character more than Obafemi would.
Okay. What about Kane? Big, tall.
Big, tall, not really a great wrestler.
So it says Talatonga.
We can say Hikuleo or we could give it to the Homo sapiens.
Omos. All right, we can give Omos here. All right, Sylvan. Who's the most boring person in WWE right now? Just that you could care the least about.
Does
not push you either way.
NXT.
It was just like a real boring piece of TV. Just unseasoned. Nothing interesting. I think I need to pull up the WWE roster.
Cutler James.
That sounds like a boring person. I'll give you that. That's a boring sounding name.
He's in the faction with Saquon Sugars, so I don't know.
I think Apollo Crews could fit this role. No, Noam Dar's at least kind of funny.
You put
Apollo
Crews in the ring of Akira Tozawa, you're gonna have something fucking crazy.
Yeah. What about McDonough? What do you think of it?
McDonough would work. Who the fuck is Malik Blade?
Isn't that the guy that had the WWE tattoo that was like a fake thing that trolled a bunch of people?
I don't know. He's on the roster. I don't know who he is.
He was in a tag team in NXT with Idris and Ofe.
Oh.
Oh, dude, it's Josh Briggs.
Yes.
Josh Briggs.
I remember him being put in the N1 a couple years ago, and I literally did not care.
Yeah.
Okay.
Carlito. Who's the Carlito of the day?
Isn't Carlito still in there? So did he leave?
No, he's not anymore. Still relatively young. Honestly, Ethan Page kind of gives Carlito, like, character-wise.
And you just said still kind of young and Ethan Page.
That's true. That's true.
Mello Hayes?
Mello, yeah, I could kind of see it. We could go Mello. Mello for Carlito. Benoit, established world champion.
I think this is Cody Rhodes if you want to consider established world champion who's pretty good in the Rumble.
Yeah, or he's Gable if Gable had a world title, right?
Yeah, but I'm fine with going Gable.
I think we go Gable. I think that's Gable. Booker T.
Upper mid card main eventer who's kind of stuck in the upper mid card.
Yeah.
who's
somebody
about to take
about
made that jump
yes.
back.
Could that be LA Knight? Because I could see LA Knight winning King of the Ring this year.
King Knight.
King Knight. Yeah.
Sharmell comes back and says, "Oh, hail King Knight!"
I think that could be LA Knight.
Yeah, I'll give it to you. I like that.
Okay. Joey Mercury, and we could kind of do Mercury and Nitro together here if you wanted to. Like, who's a tag team that reminds you of Nitro Mercury? If there even is one. I don't know. WWE doesn't like
begrudgingly.
I think I know what you're going to say.
That homophobic frat dude and the other guy.
Oh, okay. I thought you were going to say begrudgingly Motor City Machine Guns, but
Are you on the WWE roster page?
I am.
Can you sort by free agent?
Just Lesnar and Omos.
Main eventer almost.
Oh, you know who kind of gives Eminem is Pretty Deadly.
Yeah, but they're kind of a tag team, kind of not. Elton Prince is out on
Well,
the shelf for God knows how
because
long.
of an injury. Yeah. No injuries. I think this is Pretty Deadly.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think that's them. So then who's in between? Tatanka. We've already established this would be like if Eugene came back in the Rumble. Murdoch. Who is the Trevor Murdoch?
Who is the best? Who has the best code red in the game right now?
Yeah, who would do just a filthy code red?
I feel like this is also Otis. if Otis would hit the Murdoch code red on purpose for a comedy bit.
Oh God. Yeah, probably.
That being said, JC Mateo.
I was kind of thinking JC Mateo.
Fucking Jeff. I hate that name. I'm calling him Jeff Cobb.
Yeah, it's probably Jeff Cobb.
His render is stupid.
Eugene. Current guy who's sort of popular but has no reason to be popular.
Jey Uso.
It's Jey Uso. Yep. Thank you for saying it. It's Jey Uso. Moving on. Road Warrior Animal. What is like? Okay, so it has to be somebody from like a tag team that was good in the Ruthless Aggression era, but aren't anything by themselves, but yet they just brought one of them back.
Deuce and or Domino.
I was kind of thinking Deuce and Domino, but I don't think they were great in the Ruthless Aggression era.
They were tag team champions.
Yeah.
Fucking Domino followed me on Twitter for a long ass time. I don't know why.
It's kind of like only bringing Charlie Haas back. Let me see here. Like that's kind of what it feels to me, but in that situation, bringing Shelton, like who doesn't work if you separate them is kind of the thing with the Road Warriors,
Deuce
right?
Domino.
Yeah,
if you brought back
they weren't
both
that
if
popular.
you brought back both of them, it'd be kind of like, oh, funny. If you brought Cliff Compton in WWE by himself, like what the fuck's going on?
Okay, so this is the World Tag Team title. Where's the other tag team title?
WWE Tag Team.
WWE Tag Team title. Yeah, here it is. Reigns, list of WWE Tag Team Champion. Well, it's weird because
you want the current World Tag Team Championship.
Well, but that only shows back to the SmackDown one.
That's the one you want.
Well, what about the World Tag Team titles from back then?
That's the original World Tag Team titles. You want the current ones. The current ones were the SmackDown ones.
Okay, but I'm looking at this too just to try to get an idea here, all right?
Danny Basham.
Again, the Bashams weren't that good.
They were 100 days tag team champions.
That doesn't mean jack shit, man.
Kenzo Suzuki.
Um,
They were
it's
two-time tag team
okay.
champions.
Going a little bit farther back, it's kind of like bringing back only one Dudley Boy.
No, because
Like,
if you bring back Bubba Ray as Bully Ray, people will kind of go crazy for it.
oh, okay, I guess that's
Remember,
something.
technically true. Primo
Primo.
or Epico.
That could
More
work.
Epico.
Yeah, I mean that's not quite as far back, but again though, like were they anything?
Paul London.
No, because they're awesome when you separate them. It doesn't quite work.
You're asking like the worst tag team period in WWE.
I know.
You're asking me to
No.
find a good tag team, and I'm just telling you who was longtime champions.
You know what it is?
Because
It's like
you're
no, no,
asking
no. I
for a
found it.
good
I
tag
found it.
team when
I
we're not
found it.
talking about a good tag team guy.
I found it. Okay. I think it's
Spike
like
Dudley.
bringing back just Lance Cade or Trevor Murdoch.
They weren't very good, but I'll give it to you.
They're the kind of the best we could find from the era that don't work at all on their own separately.
Rob Conway.
I think it's less of an insult to Road Warrior Animal if we say Trevor Murdoch. Technically a world champion, Trevor Murdoch.
Uh,
I think we go Trevor Murdoch. Rob
anybody in
Van,
this Kenny Dykstra.
that could be. You could go. You could convince me, Kenny Dykstra. I think.
Let's go with Kenny
All right.
Dykstra.
Okay, we go Kenny Dykstra. Rob Van Dam. Who's the RVD of our time? Super popular, great athlete. Hasn't hit the world title yet. Who's that? Who's popular? Great athlete, hasn't been a world champion, but probably should have by now. Because like you could say Braun Breaker, but like it's kind of understandable Braun hasn't hit that yet. You could say Mello, it's kind of understandable, but like somebody who's been around long enough to where they should have been world champion by now, and just have never been given the opportunity.
I would say Jacob Fat too, but you'll shoot me down for saying he's not been in long enough. I think it's been too long.
Yeah.
He could have had the belt day one. I wouldn't be surprised.
This might be kind of the black and gold Homer in me, but Johnny Gargano.
Oh no!
Think about it. Johnny Gargano in NXT was as big of a babyface as Rob Van Dam in ECW.
Yeah, but it didn't transfer to the main roster.
You could, yeah, I guess the fans didn't transfer it enough. It might be the best
Rusev.
comp we have, though.
Rusev.
Shinsuke
or Rusev, yeah.
Shinsuke or Rusev.
Like Rusev
Was pretty fucking popular, yeah. We can go Rusev for Rob. Not quite the same athletic build, but we can go Rusev. Orlando Jordan. Who do you predict is going to lose their goddamn marbles? Who looks like they're
WWE
living?
wrestler.
Who looks like they're living on the edge? Like anything could just snap.
Ready to come out as bisexual in the worst way.
Yeah. Nathan Frazier?
Actually, yes, but not the bisexual thing. The religious psychosis way.
Lexus King.
Oh no, you're right.
He's Orlando Jordan for sure.
Lexus King debuts on TNA by coming down in the ring, just only wearing caution tape.
Oh my god, dude.
Okay, I'm down.
So Chavo, kind of a similarly sentimental favorite, but like has actually zero chance of actually winning the Rumble. But people could kind of get behind it.
Do they have to be a current WWE wrestler? Can it be like a recent
I
wrestler from
mean,
WWE?
so far we've only done current WWE, but I guess it's not like a rule.
Because this would be
I was
Mansoor.
thinking Mansoor. I was thinking Tozawa. I think people would kind of get behind him as like a fun thing.
I would.
But then I think Tozawa. I think people would get behind it for fun, but then it just would never possibly happen. That or like Joe Hendry.
You gotta unleash the beast that is Akira Tozawa. I know we still got it in him.
Yeah. All right, Matt Hardy. I think Hardy might be
Who
Gargano.
just got cheated on?
Okay, not in that sense, but Hardy might be Gargano in that Matt is best when he has Jeff, and Gargano is best when he has Ciampa. At
Yeah,
least in
that's
his life,
fair.
either as a rival or as a partner. And Ciampa's leaving, so
God, he's been in WWE for 10 years. Jesus Christ.
I think this is Gargano.
Gargano and Tozawa are approaching on 10 years WWE.
That's great. Yeah, Cruiserweight Classic was 10 years ago. We previously reviewed it on this podcast, so you guys can go check that out. Super crazy. Who's the super crazy of the day? Is it like Joaquin Wilde or something? Is it Berto or
I'm gonna go AAA.
Garza? You can go AAA.
Yeah, because I guess it would
I
count,
like
wouldn't
this.
it?
Where are we going? Going Vikingo, going Laredo Kid.
Well, we're looking at
Found out there's a mini Vikingo
there's
today.
a mini Vikingo.
That I found out about.
There's a mini Vikingo, yes. I kind of feel like it's vaguely like a Jack Cartwheel.
I like it. I like it. Jack Cartwheel in the Rumble. Let's get Jack Cartwheel in the fucking Rumble, guys.
Just because I want him in the Rumble in real life.
Yeah. Shawn Michaels. I'm feeling Seth Rollins here, probably.
Nino
Or AJ.
Hamburguesa.
Nino Hamburguesa.
This is like your Seth Rollins.
Seth or AJ is what I was
Yeah.
thinking.
I go Seth over AJ because Seth's more of the lifer.
Okay. That's fair. Chris Masters. Young guy really getting pushed right now. Great physique. Feels Braun Breaker.
Yeah, Ron Breaker.
Viscera. Very large.
Fattest WWE wrestler who fucks right now.
Ivar.
Yeah.
He's the fattest WWE wrestler that fucks right now.
In a very different way.
Yeah. Or the same way, depending on how you take it.
Ivar's gonna get in there and hump the shit out of people now.
Who's Shelton
Have you ever
Benjamin?
played SVR 2006 or 07? Yeah,
I
I'm assuming
definitely
you
did at
have.
one point. I definitely did at one point, but it's probably been a long time. I've played all the SmackDown versus Raws at least a little bit.
Do you remember Viscera's finisher from this time period?
No, not really. Is
He
it
would
just like humping the guy's head?
he would smack their butt and then
Yeah.
flip around and he would hump their ass.
Yeah, that makes sense. Shelton Benjamin. Guy who's
who can
really good.
really good in the ring but won't ever get the push he deserves, Charlie Dempsey.
I was thinking Woods. Or is Woods too old? Xavier
Woods
Woods.
is kind of too old.
Okay.
Good in the ring but
Really good in the
won't
ring.
get the push he'll ever deserve.
Yeah.
Uriah
Honestly,
Connors, Charlie Dempsey,
probably
Tavion
Penta.
Heights.
Probably Penta. I don't know if they ever put a world title on Penta.
Yeah, I can see Penta.
Maybe the AAA Mega, but not the world, like not a real WWE world title. I think we go Penta here.
Ray Phoenix too.
Yeah, I think we go Penta here.
That's fair.
All right, Gold Dust. So let's look back roughly 10 years. back, fun gimmick guy, but maybe an IC title or something, but never like anything real great. Let me just look at the IC champions and see.
Who even is the current Intercontinental Champion?
Currently, it's Dom.
Oh, huh. Didn't know he still had it.
Let's see. Fun gimmick guy that had an IC title.
Dominic Mysterio.
Come back. I'm not seeing anybody with like a fun gimmick though. Oh, you know it is not IC title but US title. Santino Marella.
Woo, woo, woo. Woo, woo, woo.
Yeah, but he's kind of already back.
So is Santino.
Yeah, but not. I mean, he's in TNA technically.
He's at NXT for a little bit.
Okay. What about
Curtis Axel.
champion? Curtis Axel would be a pretty fun one.
Axelmania.
Axelmania.
He goes in there. It's still the 2015 Rumble, brother.
It's kind of. If Rusev wasn't already back, it would kind of give Rusev.
Ezekiel Morrison. Ezekiel Jackson.
Ezekiel Jackson. What about like Corbin or Jinder Mahal?
Let's go. I think Corbin's more realistic, but Ginger would be funnier.
We can go Jinder Mahal here. 29. 30. Randy Orton.
Miles Bourne.
What? I
looks
mean, I guess yeah. He has a lot of Orton similarities visually, but I don't know if necessarily fits. I mean, Orton was already a world champion at this time, was relatively young compared to the rest of the roster still.
Obafemi?
Ofemi, Gunther, maybe? I mean, Gunther's younger than a lot of these guys they have at the top. He's not young, but he's relatively younger.
Well, when the average age of the guys on top is like 72.
I think we can go Gunther here.
That's fine.
Okay, go Gunther. There we go. We recasted an entire Rumble. This episode's gone on 53 minutes since my crash.
So if that beginning's not there, we're just going to figure something out.
It's fine. We'll figure it out. All right, recasting. Best double feature. Is it just Rey winning the Rumble, Rey winning the title?
Yeah, I would say Angle or Rey.
Wrestling Criterion Collection. Do we put Rey winning the Rumble in the Criterion Collection? I would vote yes, so it's up to you.
Yeah.
Okay. Awesome. Let's see here. Wrestling Criterion Collection. Let me get this written down before I forget about it. Okay. So classic hot dog, classic handshake here. Can we count the whole Rumble match? Since we picked a specific moment, this also plays into next week.
Yeah, you might as well.
Okay. So I guess just the moment of Rey winning is off the table, not the whole Rumble match.
Yeah.
Okay. So that's off the table. I think even with the whole Rumble match there, I liked Edge Cena just a little bit more. So I'm gonna go Edge versus Cena for the classic hot dog. What do you got?
I'm gonna agree with you there.
Okay. And then what did you rate this show out of 10?
I actually had a lot of fun. I give it a 7.
Let me see what I gave it here. I gave it a 6. I was kind of right there with you, just a little lower on it. All right, I think that's it. You want to preview next week and take us out?
Next week, we're jumping ahead 10 years in the future before we do it again in real life. The Royal Rumble from 2016, the one where Roman had to put his title on the line in the Rumble.
Yep. So
So as
that being said,
always,
just yeah.
enjoy wrestling.